Hey everyone, welcome to another video. This video is gonna be about the new Catrice Kaviar Gauche collection. At least I think that's how you say it. This is a new limited edition. It is a very cute, kind of luxury inspired. Let's get right into it. So I believe Catrice has done a collection like this a few times before. I feel like they have been doing this. I guess it has been successful. I've never tried it before, I think. But we have another collection and I basically got everything. I only got one of the nail polishes, but I got everything else. Okay, so in this collection we first up have a hair clip. This is not the most exciting part of the collection, but sometimes they put in these accessories and usually I skip over them, but this one I thought was pretty cute. I have it in my hair right now. I don't know if you can kind of see it. I always find putting in hair clips a little bit difficult, so I have been trying to get this into my hair properly. I feel like it looks a little bit crazy, but I did my best. Maybe I'll retry, but I'm also kind of scared that if I retry that it will actually look worse. I just wanted to show you, wanted to try it out. Then we also have a spray, a mist. This is the Glow Fixing Spray Touch of Love. It smells very nice, very sweet, florally, kind of fresh. I don't really do face products with perfume because it really makes me have very bad rashes, but I thought maybe if I use it only once in a while it might be okay. I just wanted to try it out. I just want to tell you how it is, and then I can handle a little bit of perfume, but I can't use it daily. It's like one of the last ingredients, so it's probably just a tiny bit. Then I also got a nail polish. As I said, there's another nail polish that was kind of like see-through, very pearly. That's not something that I would really wear. I thought this one looked kind of cute, kind of like a bright coral. Not something that I wear all the time, but I like a color like this on the toenails in the summer. This one is called Cloud of Love. This one is number 2. I think it looks very cute. I haven't tried it, but I'm gonna do that at some point and let you know for sure. Then we have the Glossy lip balm, which is called Cloudy Blossom, and this is a very bright coral, pretty orangey, pretty bright. It has a bunch of golden glitter in here. This is a formula that they already have. It's not my absolute favorite, it's not the best, but I thought maybe the shade is different, maybe the shade is a little bit better, because the other shade that they had was very milky and this one is a little bit bright. It has shimmers in it that could also make a difference, so I just wanted to try that one out. Then we also have an eyeshadow palette. This one is called Heaven Sent, and I feel like the palettes are the most exciting products in this collection for sure, because they have this beautiful, what is this, kind of like this pearl-like front, and it looks very luxurious. I feel like maybe it's a little bit Charlotte Tilbury inspired or something like that. It does feel a little bit cheap still. You can still feel that it's drugstore. It does feel a little bit like light and plastic, but it looks very cute. Like for drugstore, it's really great packaging. Then the actual eyeshadow palette is very light, very neutral, very soft, like very everyday look. These shades did swatch very nice, like quite creamy, quite shiny, so I think it's gonna be a cute look, but it's not gonna be a very versatile palette. It's just gonna be like one look you can do, and it's gonna be probably pretty. I hope it's gonna be pretty. The shades in here, it just makes me think of Charlotte Tilbury a little bit. It does look very cute, but also like very soft, very pink. Then we also have the Love Letters face palette. This is the same kind of packaging, but it is bigger. This one I definitely feel like this is Charlotte Tilbury inspired, because the inside here, doesn't this make you think of Charlotte Tilbury, like her looks in the palette, face palette? I'm not that into Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like I only tried one of her products, so I'm not well versed in the brand, but this looks like something that she has come out with for sure. So here we have highlight, we have a bronzer, and we have a glowy blush and a matte blush. I think this is a very cute face palette. This one was only like €9 and it's very slim. It is very compact. It looks very nice. I really like the packaging. Very excited to try this. The swatches of this also felt very smooth, very buttery, very nice. So I have pretty high hopes for this collection. And let's just get into the look. Let's get into the eyeshadow first. So I'm already wearing eye primer. I think this is gonna be a pretty quick and easy look. There are not that many options here. I'm just gonna start out with the deepest matte shade in the palette and see if we can build it up, see what happens when I use that one. Just taking a crease brush and kind of loading it up. because I want to see how deep this can get. It's a cute shade for sure, but it's not gonna be a very deep look. There's a little bit of kick up in the pan. I really like how this looks on the eye. It blends out very easily. It is quite pigmented. Looks a bit more pigmented than it seems like in the palette. It's really pretty. It does work very, very well. Okay, this is a really nice shade. I have very high hopes for this palette. Now I want to go into the deepest shimmer, and I just want to put it on the lid and see what happens. It's not like the most special shimmer ever, but it is quite cute. It is just it just has a nice shine, and you can build it up a little bit. It's just very soft and rosy. I don't really know what to do with this shade. What do you do with a shade like that? I never used it. I never ever set my primer, because the primer I use, it's not sticky at all. It is a very dry primer, so why would I do that? I need all the pigment I can get from these eyeshadows. Because I don't have a sticky primer, I just don't want to set it anymore. I'm just gonna take this lightest shimmer, and I want to put that in my inner corner and see what happens. That is just a nice, pretty basic champagne. Does give me like luxury eyeshadow vibes because it's soft but pretty. And now I'm just gonna take the deepest matte again and put it under the eye. Just building this up, smoking it out a little bit. I feel like it's a very foolproof palette. It's not gonna be hard to work with these eyeshadows. Okay, I think this is pretty cute. Maybe I can put a little bit of the lightest shade in the, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the lighter shade and add a little bit here. It does do something, but I just don't feel like shades like these are necessary in palettes, at least for me, and especially not if you only have 4 shades. Okay, I think this looks pretty cute. I'm just gonna clean up under my eyes a little bit, put on some mascara, do my brows, and then I will be right back. Okay, let's move on to the cheeks. And I'm just gonna use every color in the palette. I'm gonna start with the bronze shade. Oh, it's very powdery. Let's see how this applies. It does blend out very easily, but there's a lot of kick up in the pan. It's a nice shade. Apply a bit to the forehead and a bit to the other side, of course. It looks like a pretty nice bronzer to me. Pretty nice. Blends out very easily. It's buildable. It has a nice shade, a nice tone. I feel like it does look pretty natural. Like it has some sort of natural sheen to it. It isn't a flat matte. Yeah, I quite like it. Now I'm gonna move on to the matte blush shade. I'm gonna see if I can reach it with my brush. You can't really grab this with a big brush, I think, because the pan is just pretty small. Okay, this is pretty nice. Kind of a bright corally blush. I didn't take a lot and it looks pretty bright. Do you feel like this gives you a nice kind of summery cheek? Yeah, I quite like the way this looks. Now I'm gonna take the glowy blush and just put this on top because I want to see what happens then. It's definitely a little bit deeper, a little bit more brown, not as bright. I do kind of see some shimmers on my cheek. You can see that it's a little bit more glowy, but it's not an extremely glowy blush. It definitely has some glow to it, but it's not crazy. So if you don't like glowy blushes at all, you might still like it, but I can see a little bit of shimmer on my cheeks. I'm just gonna blend out the edges a little bit. Yeah, I quite like this. I'm now gonna take the highlight. I have a feeling that this is gonna be pretty nice. Oh, it's very blinding, very glowy, pretty metallic. It also felt pretty creamy when I swatched it. Yeah, that is a glowy highlight. Pretty basic shade, but a beautiful glow for sure. But it's not subtle, but it's also not like crazy metallic. I think if you would just grab a little bit less, then it would be pretty easy to wear, nothing too crazy. So this is the cheeks now. I really like the highlighter. I actually like this whole collection so far. Okay, now I want to try out the lip balm, and I really hope that this is gonna be good. I just applied a little bit of a lip liner. I did have to go back in a couple of times. I didn't feel like there was a lot of product on the brush, but all in all, now that it's on my lips in combination with the lip liner, I actually really like it. It is better than the milky one that didn't have any shimmer. This one blends into the lips more and it doesn't look too weird. Yeah, I quite like how this looks on the lips. Yeah, I think the milky one that I had, it just looked very weird. It just didn't look very like flattering, but this is pretty nice. Okay, for the last step of this video, I'm gonna try the spray, and I'm just really gonna shake it up because that's what you're supposed to do. And let's see what kind of spray this is. Okay, this has potential. The other spray that I recently got from Catrice, I just did a roundup review of all the new Essence Catrice they released for their spring summer update. There I tried this Catrice spray that I really hated. It was like the first spray you just saw, like the very first spray where it isn't working properly just yet. That's how that spray sprays all the time. So this seems a lot better. Okay, so this seems like a pretty nice spray. I don't see any weird blobs. I don't see anything strange. Like, that went pretty well. I think it melted the makeup in a little bit. I don't love that it has perfume. I think I already said that. But if you don't have an allergy to perfume like I have, and probably you don't, then I guess this is kind of nice. I mean, the sprayer is nice. It does give a glowy effect to the skin, and it does smell pretty good. You just have to see how it feels, if it does feel too like sticky or anything. But I have pretty high hopes for this one. Seems pretty nice. So this is gonna be the finished look, and I actually really like how this turned out, especially like the last step with the spray. It just made everything look so nice and glowy and dewy, and it really blended everything in together. And the highlighter, it just looks so good on the cheeks, just in a combination with that glowy blush. I'm really into this collection actually, so let's go over it. First thing that I have to mention is this clip. If you have really thick hair, I don't think you should get it. Maybe if you want to do like a half up, like your hair half up thing, then you can use it. But I have pretty thin hair, not like the craziest thinnest hair. It also seems a little bit more thick because I have curls, but it was a bit hard to get all my hair in there. It was a little bit tricky, so keep that in mind. The nail polish, I'm sure it's gonna be nice because I really love Catrice nail polish and they really do nail polish so well. It's like one of my favorite nail polish brands. So I didn't try it in this video, but I'm sure it's gonna be nice. It's not like 100% guarantee, but I know that Catrice knows how to do eyeshadow. Why did I say eyeshadow? I know that Catrice knows how to do nail polish. Then let's move on to the palettes. I think this eyeshadow palette is very cute. It's a cute look. It's pretty. The shimmers are pretty nice. This matte shade was pretty buildable. I quite like it. It just really gives me those luxury, kind of subtle luxury makeup look vibes. Like, it's pretty, but it's nothing extraordinary. It's nothing crazy, but it does like make you look pretty. It makes you feel pretty. So it's a cute palette. It's a cute packaging. I would recommend it. But if you want something that really is gonna blow your mind quality wise, that is really gonna be something else, that has special colors that you can build up, that you can put a dark shade in the crease, then you already know that this isn't it. But for what it is, I really like the quality. Then we have the face palette, and I actually really like it. I like the bronze, I like the blushes. Highlighter looks really good. I mean, my cheeks, they look good. They look good. It's also with a little bit of help from the spray, but it's a really cute palette, and it's also not that kind of face palette that is gonna take up so much space in your drawers because it's very small. It's just a little bit bigger than some blushes. So I actually think this is a nice one. It looks really good. I like the shades in here. I think everything performed really well. It was just a little bit powdery, but it's not something that I mind really, unless it's like so powdery that you go through your bronzer right away. Then we have the lip balm, and I actually really like it. It looks good. It's better than the other shade that I've tried from the Glossy lip balms. I like the shade. I like the combination with a bit of a neutral lip liner. I think this is really cute. It's not crazy pigmented, but I just love that hint of color, like the see-through kind of bright corally glosses and glossy lip balms and things like that. So this is right up my alley. I'm sure I'm gonna wear this in the summer because I just really like shades like this, really into it. Then we have the spray. I can feel it a little bit on my skin, but it's not like crazy sticky. If you want a spray that you're not gonna feel, then this isn't it. But I like the mist. The mist is pretty good. It's maybe not the perfect mist, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I quite like it. There weren't any drops, there was nothing weird, and it just looks very nice and glowy. So I think I'm gonna use it once in a while, be a bit careful with it, not get too much of the perfume on my skin. Just use it a little bit sparingly, but I feel like this made my skin look very, very good. And it melted everything together. I can't tell you right now how long it made the makeup wear because it's pretty late. It is evening. I am just gonna edit this video, put it up, and then go to sleep probably. So can't tell you that right now, but I will update you on this collection. I always try and update you on the things that I try, to tell you how I feel about them after using them a few more times. So that's also something I'm gonna be trying to do with this video, with this collection. So keep an eye out for that. Now, that's gonna be everything for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and don't forget to subscribe, and also let me know in the comments if you picked up anything from this collection. Are you planning to? And then I will see you in my next video. Bye bye.